Hey everybody, what's up? On this video you'll find out how to make your Facebook ads even better. Hey, what's up guys, Hernan here and welcome to another video. And on this video I wanted to answer one of the questions that we got in the Facebook group, which was what kind of conversion window should I use? Should I use 1-day click? Should I use 7-day click? Should I use 1-day click or view? Should I use this? Should I use that? And that's exactly the question that I want to answer for you guys on this video. And with that said, if you have questions like that regarding your Facebook ads, what kind of images are working the best, or what kind of videos are working the best, or whatever, or how to make your Facebook ads better, or why my Facebook ads are not working, those type of things, come and ask them on the free Facebook group. I'm pretty active over there. We have a lot of super smart people and it's free. So it's gonna be a link somewhere around here so you can join. Now with that said, let's hop into the computer real quick because I wanna share with you guys how to make your Facebook ads better using these specific Windows optimizations, all right? So let's hop into the computer and share that with you. All right guys, so welcome to the computer now. Here we are. And what I want to show you real quick is how to, what to have in mind when it comes to this section right here so that you can actually make your Facebook ads a little bit better, all right? So here we are, and this is called optimization and delivery. And the question that I get was basically, all right, so I have these different windows, right? So you have the conversion window and you have the optimization and delivery. So when you're running a conversion ad, you want to keep this on conversions, right? Unless you are like using different options or you want to split test a little bit, like for example landing page views or link clicks, etc., etc. But I will always go with conversions, just because of the fact that if you're going by conversions, you're actually leveraging the algorithm much better. Okay, so that's something that you want to have in mind. I almost always use conversions, but here's the thing, and here's where the question becomes is, what's this conversion window? Like, which one should I use, right? Because you have 1-day click, 7-day click, you have 1-day click or view, or 7-day click or view, right? Which one should I use? And here are the two options that I see viable and that I always, or pretty much always use, which is 1-day click or view, number one, or I also use 7-day click, okay? Depending on the case. So let me explain with you how this works. So here we are on the good old Lucy chart, okay? So let's say that, I'm gonna draw a funnel real quick. So let's say that you have an ad right here, and that ad is going to a landing page. Let's say that you are promoting a webinar, okay? So let's do this. So we have a landing page that goes to the webinar, then we have the webinar thank you page, right? Then we have, let's say, the webinar broadcast room. Then we have the order form, okay? And then we have the thank you page. Thank you page. So this is basically how it would look like, right? You're sending people from an ad, a Facebook ad, into a landing page. This will be counted in terms of conversions for Facebook. This will be counted as a page view, all right? So you will be counting this as a page view, or the other option is to also count it as a view content. These are the two events that I trigger on these pages. The next thing will be a webinar thank you page. On this case, you would trigger a lead, right? Obviously, or a custom conversion. Then on the webinar broadcast room, Facebook doesn't have an event for this, but what I usually do is to, tweak the event a little bit so that I have this, I have this code right here, which is attend live, and you can do this on the pixel itself. So it will be attend live. Then on this case would be initiate checkout or add to cart, depending on your case, right? Come on now, add to cart, depending on your case. I usually do with, add to cart. Depending if you have a two-step order form, maybe the first one would be add to cart, the second would be initiate checkout. And here we will be triggering a purchase, right? Whoops, not type today. So purchase. So here you have the different events. So we will have a page view or a view content. Page view will be actually in all of these, but view content rather, we will have a lead, an attend live, and then if you have a replay, it will be attend replay. It will be an add to cart here, and then we will have a purchase. All right. So here are the different events that we can, we can optimize our Facebook ads for. Right. Now here's the thing. Usually, and this is independently of the volume that you're handling, right? Because you could be handling anywhere between, I don't know, $100 a day or $5,000 a day or $14,000 per day. So it's a matter of volume at this case. But here's the thing. Let's say that you're having, I don't know, something like, let's say that you're having 1,000 visitors per day, right, to this page. You will have 1,000 visitors per day. Then a healthy landing page, let's say that it converts at 30%, so you will have 300 leads. Then, out of this, you would have, let's say that you have a 30% attendance rate, or even further if you're running like on-demand webinars, every 10 minutes webinar, you would have, I don't know, a 60%. So 6 times 3, 180 viewers. Then let's say that you have, I don't know, something like, let's say that you have, let's see this, so 300 by 3%, this would be 9 sales. So 9 sales divided by 0.3. So this will be 30 add to carts, right? 30 add to carts, and then we'll have 9 sales, okay? So what I'm doing here is to make the webinar convert at 3% out of everyone that register. So 9 sales, and then usually the conversion, the checkout page will convert 1 out of 3, right? So 30% conversion rate. So 9 sales, right? 9 sales. Okay, so these are our numbers right now. Let's say that this is like weekly or something, all right? So the reality is that if you see this funnel right here, you will have much more data at the visitor level than at the cart level. You will have much more data at the leads level than at the sales level. So what I usually recommend when you're starting out a Facebook campaign is that you do this. You optimize from the higher, the biggest amount of data to the lowest amount of data. So for example, let's say that I almost usually or exclusively start optimizing per lead. But if I don't have enough conversions on the landing page view, I might very well do a view content campaign, right? Because I want traffic here first. So I know my numbers. But then I almost always start with lead. Now here's the thing, and here's the secret, and here's the little trick, if you would. Now people will click on the ad, they will instantly on that minute will see the view content. But maybe, or the landing page, but maybe they don't purchase up until 7 days down the road, or even 30 days down the road, right? Just because of the fact that, they might, like, if you think about it, we got 9 sales out of 1,000 visitors. This will be a healthy funnel, quote unquote, depends on your numbers, of course, and how much you're paying per lead and whatnot. But the reality is that there's just a handful of people, like the super low amount of people that will purchase the same day, right? Because your webinar is like 3 times a week or every day at 9 p.m. and then maybe they're registering at 8 a.m. or something. So you have a delay there, right? Or maybe they don't, then your email marketing or your email follow-up takes this up, and it will go in terms of, it will follow up with them, and then maybe they land on this thank you page 7 days down the road or even 30 days down the road. Okay, so this is kind of a way of setting up your Facebook ad strategy, and this is what you need to have in mind when trying to scale as well. Because maybe you're spending a lot of money on ads or a decent amount of money on ads, and then you are ready to take a hit the first month or maybe break even on the first month because you know that, like 98% of the sales or 70% of the sales will happen at the second month. All right, so that is something that you need to have in mind when it comes to Facebook ads. Facebook ads is a machine to get people into your ecosystem so that they can be acquainted with your company and you can get them, to sell them products over and over and over again. Now, you might be wondering, okay, Hernan, that's great, but what the hell does this have to do with the conversion window? Well, that's exactly when the conversion windows come to play, because the conversion window and the optimization window works hand in hand with this conversion event right here. So let's say that you're aiming for a lead, and if you have like an on-demand webinar, maybe you can have a one-day click view, okay, or a one-day click. And I usually do one-day click or view if I'm running a lot of volume, because a lot of people will actually go ahead and then they may view the ad, and then the other day they will actually manually insert the URL on the browser, and they will go into it, and Facebook will count that as a view, all right, as a view through conversion. So this is why it's so important. But here's the thing, if you are optimizing for something like initiate checkout or even purchases, have in mind two things. Number one, you need to have a lot of volume so that Facebook knows who's the people that are purchasing, and by a lot of volume, you need to be having, you know, at least 50 conversions per event per week. So you need to be pushing a lot of volume on the sales side of things, and that's possible with the current budget. But what I'm saying is that maybe if you have like a purchase here instead of a lead or an add to cart, you know, let's say that we have an add to cart, then you might need to use the 7-day click or view instead of the 1-day click or view or the 7-day click. Because people will click, and then Facebook will track their behavior through your funnel with your email marketing and whatnot, and maybe they end up purchasing 7 days down the road, or 28 days, or 30 days. This is called delay attribution, and it's a big thing on Facebook because Facebook goes with a model of a 1-day view to an 8-day click. What that means is that Facebook will track a visitor for 28 days before they make a decision. So that happens a lot when you're running a lot of volume. For example, it might happen to you that you disable an ad or an ad set, and then 3 days later you see that it got a sale within KPI. So you need to put that back on, all right? So that is something that you need to have in mind in terms of delay attribution. The main point is that you're profitable here, or you're breaking even, or something along those lines, depending on the rest of your numbers. But that's how, you know, the conversion event versus the conversion window works, all right? So I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions at all, just come and join the free Facebook group. It's 100% free again, and we, you know, touch base on a lot of these topics. And I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.